Today, there are 500,000 airmen in the United States Air Force. 500,000 airmen, 500,000 lives, and 500,000 stories. What if we could glimpse into those lives? What if we could hear those stories? Now we can. This is Storytellers.
I'm Daniel Scott DeWint.
Major Ahab E. Brown, Jr.
Technical Sergeant Robert Gutierrez, Jr.
And this is my story. Little did I know, I wasn't even close to hitting rock bottom. A couple weeks later, on April 1st, my daughter was abducted. And you hear people talk about the world stops spinning. And if you just think about that for a minute, the violence and the chaos, if something was just to stop the world in an instant, the ocean shifting, buildings collapsing, that's pretty much the best analogy I can give to explain how I felt.
Growing up with my mom and dad, I didn't allow always the positive things to guide and mentor me as I grew up. Hence, I had a very jaded perspective of what life and people could contribute to my overall existence, as well as the existence of humanity. Even after entering the Air Force, I still had a jaded opinion of some of the people that I worked with and worked for. Often, I tried to move situations in my favor, move other people out of my way, and even from time to time, try to figure out how I could do even less. You might say I had self before service.
And at that point, all I remember is just taking the enemy shot, enemy fighter goes down, and I kind of felt like a big thump in my arm. Was trying to get my wits and figure something was going on because I didn't feel right. Stayed in the fight as much as I could. At that point, I just kind of had like an overwhelming feeling, so it really just took over. So what happened was I just kind of fell to my knees. I was going to call for my medic to help me out. Unfortunately, when I did that, though, I just had a huge amount of blood come out my mouth, and I understood that it was coming out my nose. I couldn't breathe, I couldn't talk. I was gargling my own blood, basically, at that point. We've got multiple wounded, including myself. And at that point, we kind of deemed it combat ineffective. You know, I was asking an A-10 pilot to basically put bombs on a target, in which I was already there with all our friendlies, almost on top of us.